One complaint and kind of, bad thing that I see a lot of people complaining about, both on Facebook, on YouTube, is that Amazon's eating all of your money. After you launch your product, you're running Amazon sponsored ads or PPC, but after you pay for the cost of your product, packaging, shipping, FBA fees, and PPC, Amazon PPC is just eating all of your profits and you're barely breaking even, barely surviving. So I want to talk about that real quick in today's video. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back to those of you who are my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, business coach. Right here on my YouTube channel, I'm dedicated to bringing you guys tons of great videos, a new video every single week covering everything Amazon FBA related, e-commerce, personal development. So if you enjoy that type of content, do me a favor right now, head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing my story, documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict 6.5 years ago all the way to owning multiple six-figure online businesses. Without any other delays, let's jump into the video going over PPC eating all your budget and some great tips right now. So this is a super common complaint, an issue I see across multiple platforms. People and sellers really struggling with Amazon PPC eating all their budget. Now, while it's definitely important to run PPC in the beginning to help lift your product, get your product ranked to page 1, and just get your product visible out there so you can start making sales and getting reviews. It's certainly almost required now to run PPC for an efficient product launch, but I think it really comes back to a couple main things, guys. One thing that's super important is your product selection, of course. What is the actual product? What niche is it in? How competitive is that niche? But even something kind of even more important than that, I think I've seen this over and over and over, which is that differentiation and branding, kind of customizations, improving your product. This is critical and a huge factor for how successful your product is going to be. How much sales do you get initially when you first start selling? And how much will you have to spend on PPC? I've even seen it for some product launches. They differentiated so well and came to market with something so superior versus their competitors that they were able to launch with almost zero PPC spend. It just took off organically just by having it on Amazon, just by marketing it as better from the main image, from the title, the price, and then eventually you start making really strong sales, getting reviews, and then of course if things drop off, you can start running PPC. But overall, guys, it really comes down to your product selection, how well you differentiated the product, did you add value? Do you have your branding on there? Are you starting to build brand awareness, brand equity of what your brand is, why your product is better? Are you clearly marketing that through your listing? Some of the most important parts of your listing that customers see first when they come to see your PPC ad is that main image. Customers are going to see the main image first, then they're going to see the title second, then they're going to take a look at your price point third, and then fourth, do you have any reviews? So that main image and title and price, those three things are super, super important for determining how many clicks you're gonna get, how many impressions, and then you get clicks, which is the only time you're charged for Amazon PPC is when customers click on your ad, not just impressions, but it's gonna determine if you get a lot of clicks, if you get a lot of conversions or sales. Really comes down to how well you differentiated. Are you clearly marketing that? And especially through your main image, title, price, and getting a couple reviews is so, so important. That first week, if you can, try to get at least 2 to 5 5-star reviews. Using friends or friends of friends is okay, as long as you space them out over several days. They don't have the same last name as you. They don't live with you, or they haven't lived with you in the past, and you're not like super, super close with them. They're coming over to your house every day using your Wi-Fi. So you can do friends and friends to get your first initial reviews, but super important that you space them out over a few days. Reviews will help your PPC campaigns also convert better. Even if you can get 2 or even 1 review the first week, once you turn on your PPC, I usually start 2 autos from day 1. One auto is like a low bid. One auto is like an average bid to start collecting data, to start getting me those sales, to start getting my product out there into the market, and of course getting me sales, but also collecting all that data. And then once I've got kind of 1, 2 to 5 reviews, that's when I'll go really hard and steady on all my manual setup of all my manual PPC campaigns. So how much do you have to spend? How much is it going to cost to launch your product with PPC? It really does vary depending on the product, the niche, how competitive it is. But what I can say is I've seen this over and over and over, prove this to be true, that the more you differentiate, the more you improve the product, you come to market with a superior product, a product that solves problems, you're going to have to spend less on PPC, if very much at all. Customers are looking for a premium product that stands out, that solves their problem, that they can quickly scan your listing and see what is this product, what's the value I'll get out of this product. Is it solving a problem? Is it enhancing my life? Is it making my dog's life better? Is it making my child's life better? Is it making my home better, like home decor items? And they look at a couple of things. Once they do see that main image, once they do see your title, once they do see your price and click on your PPC ad or your organic listing, the customer is going to look at a couple of things on your listing right away. Number one, your photos. They're going to quickly go through your photos, and this has been proven on like heat maps where Google and other analytics tools have like laid out people, like where the consumer or the customer is looking once they land on your product listing. They're going to look at the images first, scan through those. They're going to look at the title and the price and the review count next to the right of the main image. And then the price is usually over on the right, actually. So you have title and reviews on the right, then the price over by the buy now or add to cart box. Then they're usually going to scan the first 1 sentence or 2 sentences of your bullet points. So make sure that you're really highlighting the main selling features, benefits, improvements, and value right there in the first part of your bullets. And then they'll scroll down and look at your description and of course read the reviews. But over and over, I've seen this be so true, guys, where it really comes down to, did you differentiate your product? Did you improve your product? Did you add value? Did you give the customer a reason to click on your product versus all the others? It really doesn't work that much anymore, guys, and except for in some very, very special situations. It really doesn't work anymore to just launch the same product as everyone else, offer a custom box, change the color, offer some different benefit or a little bit of a tweak or a change, and expect it to be successful and make a lot of money. Money follows value, and if you add value with your product and you improved it or you solved a problem, you will be rewarded with not only more sales, but more profits in your pocket and having to spend less on Amazon PPC to avoid just breaking even month 1. One final question I get a lot is, how long do I have to run PPC? Do I have to continuously run PPC forever? The answer is no. Well, yes and no. Ideally, we're using PPC plus search, find, buy, plus listing optimization to really try to get ranked to page 1 for our main keywords. Typically, we'll have to do that through listing optimization, using the Maldives strategy, having all your best keywords in your PPC campaigns, and setting up some search, find, buy purchases. It's really just not enough to rely on PPC alone anymore to launch your product. So we have to use the Maldives strategy, listing optimization, PPC, and search, find, buy purchases to get your product ranked to page 1. Once you're on page 1 in the top 10 or top 15 organic rank positions, top 10 ideally, this is the first like 5 listings, 4 to 8 listings or 4 to 10 listings at the top of page 1. This is exactly where we want to be to get the most sales and conversions possible, organic sales. And you do that through what I just mentioned, the Maldives strategy, search, find, buy, and PPC. But for ongoing PPC, do you have to continue to spend so much money on PPC? Really, it's going to depend on getting the data you need. So collecting the keywords and ASINs that convert the best, that have the lowest A costs, the highest sales, clicks, and lowest CPC, cost per click, that result in sales, so that you can just continue running PPC on keywords and ASINs that are profitable. So the whole goal, guys, of PPC, running PPC in the beginning, is just a couple of things. It's to collect data, your most profitable keywords and ASINs, and then ongoing with those to make sales. It's to get ranked to page 1 for as many of your main keywords as you can. And then of course, it's for getting sales and getting, on page 1 organically so that you start converting and having to spend less and less on PPC. But I have campaigns now, guys, that have been running, more than a month. I've really tuned it in, and you'll learn also how to tune it in, really optimizing those campaigns, the bids, the budgets, using negative targeting in the auto campaigns, adjusting your ad groups and using different ad groups, targeting broad, phrase, and exact type keywords and competitor ASINs, running sponsored brand ads. If you have brand registry, you'll really start to figure out how PPC kind of works and getting your optimization down where you're only spending money on profitable keywords and ASINs. And that's really all the campaign types you have to keep running ongoing. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, kind of going over how, how launch is going to work, how much PPC is going to cost you in the beginning. It's hard to say, 300 to 1,000. It just really depends. But it comes down to product selection, how competitive the niche is, and how well you differentiated your product. Thank you so much for watching. I will link some other videos down below or at the end of this video to go watch next, product research and PPC. Make sure to watch out those videos and be on the lookout for my next video. Thanks so much, YouTube, for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.